3, 2. Begin transmission.
Hello and welcome, Space Cadets, to Season 2 of Dungeon Radio Hour, a D&D actual play comedy podcast where we just hit a 365-day streak on Duolingo in Klingon. As always, I'm your host and Dungeon Master, Dalton Rusher-Riddle, joined once again by my ragtag band of heroes. Introduce yourself, heroes.
I'm Michael Adair.
I'm Alissa Adair.
And I'm Andrew Gehrlein.
And that's our show. Thank you so much, everyone, for listening.
Thanks for
It
coming.
has been a blast so far for Season 2.
We said we'd do shorter episodes.
We did.
So
And here they are.
They're short, digestible.
have a good
Yeah,
week.
this was all
Only
you
the
needed.
intros.
Yep. It's
Our
just
next 5 episodes are intro-only episodes.
and we will pick up where we left off.
Yeah.
So better hope that we
Bye.
don't end on a super random sentence.
Goodbye.
Like, did you know
Goodbye.
that yesterday when I went to the... And then it just cuts there.
Yeah.
Ooh. And everybody's just left in anticipation.
And that's
Yeah.
why they
What
have to
happened
listen.
yesterday?
That's why they have to listen next week.
Yeah.
Anything could have happened.
What is the? Where was he? Yeah.
You get one sentence at a time.
It's not it's the, so it's obviously like a very specific place.
Very
I
specific.
don't know, but Dalton also has that twang. He's the kind of person that would be like the Walmart or the Aldi's, you know? Like he
Like if
he
there's
does
just
that.
one nearby, yeah.
It's funny
Yeah,
because
yeah.
it's true.
Yeah.
And I would indeed say...
We know each other.
Let's go to the Walmart.
Yeah.
That's what we used to do in high school, just walk around Walmart at 10:30
Honestly.
p.m.
What else
There's
are you
nothing
gonna
else to do.
I mean,
Yeah.
in Rolla, Missouri, yeah, there's nothing else to do.
You
It's
make a
either
loop
that
around
or
town,
like huff
Go back
paint.
to Walmart, you see who else is there now. You
Right.
do it again every half hour.
How often would the roster change at the Walmart if you're going back every half hour?
Almost never. Almost never.
That's fair.
And they weren't people I wanted to see anyway.
Of course not. It never is.
That makes sense.
Sorry, Rawlites, if you're watching.
Is that what they're called?
Yeah, and
He's disowned you.
I'd be surprised if anyone.
Stop watching. Go
from
away.
high school watches this. Exactly.
He has.
Oh.
He's done with you guys. He's
Yeah.
moved on up. He's got great friends now.
Yeah.
Hold on, pause. Get the dog out of here.
Yep.
All right. Get that dog out of here. I love you, Milo. You're great.
But you're not made for the camera, unfortunately.
You're not made for the camera.
No.
You haven't gone through your media training.
Should we do just a quick like catch 'em ups, like what's going on in everybody's personal lives? Not that I care, but like maybe the audience will find that warm and fuzzy. Audience, is that warm and
I
fuzzy?
mean, I
to you?
guess. Yours is going to
I
be the
talked
most
to the audience. They
interesting.
all said they don't care about
okay.
anything. About
I polled
us.
the
So,
audience. They said they don't care about our personalities or relationships.
Hello, the audience is calling. Oh,
The
we have no
audience?
listeners, so
Yeah.
breaking news. They don't exist.
There's no one.
Man, I don't know. If we're doing that, I started a new job.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
congratulations.
Boarding dogs at my house. Don't ever touch my chair again. Jesus
I'm
Christ.
trying to angle you towards the mic. You were literally pointing away from it.
Sometimes I point away because the audience likes to hear me dynamically. I'm away from the mic.
gonna sound
I'm
bad.
at the mic.
It's gonna
All
sound
right,
bad.
fine.
You are.
Start
the
over.
You are the mic.
Well, as for me, I started a new job.
Oh.
I am, it's a second job. I am hosting dogs at my house / house sitting dogs.
Ooh.
So every
Ooh.
week I have a new dog or two in my house, and it's pretty exciting.
That's
because,
really cool.
I like having a second dog in the house. Since Alissa won't let me get another one.
I was going to say, this is Mike's workaround to this, where I
It
said,
is.
no, I don't want
Well,
to
he's getting
adopt a
paid
second
for
one.
this dog.
But I get a variety of dogs, grab
right.
bag of dogs, and I get paid for it. So I'm contributing to the household.
So
and
it's like,
so
it's
Alissa
like
can't.
Tinder for dogs is what you're telling me.
It is. It is.
exactly.
Dude.
I'm very
And I always swipe right. I'm swiping right, left, and
all
right.
the dogs.
I think I'd swipe
all
right
the
on every
dogs.
dog too, for sure.
Oh.
He actually does need to be
1000%.
more discerning. He keeps coming out. He's like, "What about this one? What about this one?" I'm like, "Okay, we can't have 7 dogs at once. Like, you gotta."
Dude,
No,
but you
but
can.
like 4 or 5.
I mean, no, this brings up a really good point. Like, with the space that the two of you have, do you have any, like, hard nose put in place for what kind of dog you will welcome into your home to share that space?
Yes. I say yes. I'm sure Mike said no.
No. As long as they're disabled in some way, I'm fine.
They have to.
They
be.
have to be.
It's a requirement.
Okay.
It's a requirement.
Because
So
I feel
what's
bad for them. So I'm like, hey, if your dog has a functional bladder, I'm not going to host it.
Yeah.
If
what's
your
wrong with
dog has all
Milo?
of its limbs. Milo?
Yeah,
He's
what's his deal?
autistic.
It's,
Oh wow.
Yeah. His eye
for him.
contact is terrible.
Just
But he's
terrible.
really good at Legos.
You know
Good for
what?
him.
They can be surgeons. You see that show, The Good Doctor?
Yeah.
Let's
He's
do a
got
dog
severe
version.
Autism.
is that what that
And,
show is about?
I'd let him operate on my heart. So, what's that?
Is that what that show is about?
Yeah, it's about a very autistic doctor, and he's very skilled at
Did not.
I don't know.
I did not know
cutting
that.
people open, and he loves it. It's his favorite thing.
Good for him.
Anyway,
Yeah.
That's awesome. Good.
Yeah.
Good for that. Good for that
so
guy.
Mike's
How
got an
many-
autistic
Good
dog.
for the good doctor.
Anyway.
Does the dog that you're watching also
I really
cut
just
people
wanted to
open?
see what you would do with the silence after pitching the good doctor. Like your joke didn't land, and then somebody asked you about it, so you just had to explain the good doctor
I was
dry.
just- the whole time I was talking, I was like, "This is cut. This is cut. This is cut."
Oh yeah.
No, nothing. Nothing is cut
It's all
this
left
season.
cut.
You know what? They should take it
Darling.
further. The better doctor. Severe.
better. Yeah.
Okay, you just got done talking about your dog. That sounds awesome.
It is.
great.
Congratulations.
Oh man, we didn't have to
I'm
cut
jealous.
anything we just said. It is awesome. How about you guys? What's new in your lives?
Golly Moses. Not much is new.
Other than the fact that he now talks like an 80-year-old.
Golly jeez.
Golly gee, he
Moses.
always
Golly
has.
Moses. Golly Moses. I was with you until
Good
we
lordy.
went biblical and we brought Moses into the picture.
Mm.
Ever
Okay.
since I've known Andrew, he talks like an old man. He's
This
got
is
an
a
old
true.
man soul.
Very valid point.
He
Does
really
anyone,
does.
Yeah.
whenever people ask, "What have you been up to?" your brain just goes,
Anytime
Yeah,
anyone asks
you're
me
right.
a question,
It's a bad question.
It's a hollow
"I
question.
don't know what I've been up to." I
Yeah.
really like. I've been working. That's what I always say.
Yeah, I
Been
know.
working.
It's
And
terrible.
honestly, most of the time, the people who ask that question, aka me, don't really care about the answer.
Right.
Wow.
Right.
In that case, nothing's new.
Uh huh.
I basically sit here all day recording,
Oh,
and I've been here since the last time we recorded, and I missed you guys.
You just
That's
wait
what
for
I've
I
done.
did. I missed you too. Whenever Andrew isn't on screen, he is recording himself and he's just compiling it. Just a new hard drive every week. Thousands of hours of Andrew.
I'm just Andrew being.
just
It's
for
a
himself.
terrible series.
It's like the
A lot
Truman
of it is
Show,
me
but
sleeping.
depressing.
Yeah. Sometimes I brush my teeth. You know.
Not often enough. I've seen
Someone
the
else
footage.
talk. For the love of God.
Dalton, you have the
Oh,
most
man.
interesting thing. You were on vacation.
I was on vacation. So every year, Cody's family does this extended week-long stay down in Florida, at just outside of Daytona. So not actually in Daytona, but pretty close. And like everybody goes, like aunts, uncles, brothers, cousins, sisters, mothers, grandmothers. Everyone goes. This year was really fun because my mom actually flew in, stayed with Cody and I for a
nice.
few days, and then she went down to Florida with all of us, so that was really cool. We got back over this past weekend. That means nothing to you listening at home because you don't know what day it is. But we got back over the weekend. It was a really nice time. Now it's back to work and other boring things, and doing the show with you yahoos. We ate entirely too much junk food. And that kind of leads me into my next session topic. See how I did that segue?
Oh, man,
which
that was
is
smooth.
The pre-show.
That was good.
So smooth. Which is the
Smooth.
pre-show for today. This is something that we have talked about together in our group chat before. and I realized it needed to be brought onto the actual show. But we are talking candies, popsicles, treats, snacks of all kind, and specifically the flavor hierarchy as it pertains to color.
Okay.
Like in general, which flavors are best?
Yeah, like blue is universally the best flavor for anything across
Correct.
the board, right? Correct.
So fruit flavors, what is best?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I
Blue
think
is the
naturally
best.
the colors are fruit flavored, but blue is no.
I was gonna say blue is objectively best, but Alyssa is shaking her head like she disagrees.
No, it's like
What?
red. Red is universally the best color. It's always like a strawberry or
I
a
don't know about
cherry.
that.
It is delicious.
That's the problem. Is it's either one of the you don't know. It's a mystery. It's strawberry. Is it cherry? Is it?
I mean, you
fruit
could read the
punch?
box, right?
But what
I
if you
don't
can't read,
Boxes,
Michael?
dude, I'm eating candy.
Listen, I'm sorry
What is
that
the
was
90s when I'm trying to
ableist
take
of
a
me.
shit? I don't
It was
read
very
labels.
much so.
I apologize
You know
for
what?
all of you who can't read.
When I'm
Welcome
at
to the podcast. A
When
lot
I'm
of
at
us
the
can't
movie
either.
theaters, and I get an icy, the red ices have a little a cherry picture, so you know exactly what it is. Get your red icy. The blue has like a weird blueberry, not a blueberry, but like a
raspberry that is
Raspberry.
blue.
A raspberry
blue.
that is blue. It's blue raspberry.
This doesn't explain the flavor. That's not what that flavor is.
The
flavor
flavor
just
is blue. The way
We've-
that the color
And I don't
looks
like
is how
that.
it tastes.
We've assigned blue raspberry to the flavor. Everybody
invented
knows
it,
what
dude.
blue raspberry is by the time they're like 3 or 4.
Exactly.
The guy who
That's
invented
what it
blue
is.
raspberry, whose name was Giovanni Blue Raspberry,
Yep.
Yeah.
Sure.
he
We all know
had
that.
the flavor in his head, and he's like, "This doesn't exist yet. I'm so Italian. I need this flavor." So he took blues and he took sugars and he
Raspberries.
just fucking mixed them up, and then look what we have now, dude.
We all
Blue
knew the
raspberry.
Giovanni plight, and it was terrible. He wasted his life creating a terrible flavor.
Nope.
Useless. It is
Nope.
high up,
Hard
red,
disagree.
orange, green.
Nope.
Then maybe I'll give you blue.
Nope.
I think
Orange
Alyssa's...
Orange
right
is
now.
second.
Yes.
I like orange. A lot of people give orange shit. I like
also like
orange,
orange.
but I gotta side with the guys. I think that blue raspberry is one of the best. Not, it's not like what I go for every time. I'm also a lime guy, so I go green, and I mix it up with the pink because it's like usually watermelon or strawberry, something delicious, you know. But it's one of those 3 for me always.
Can we
I
just
think the
all
greens are hard.
agree that across the board, purple is the worst flavor?
Purple is
Like
the worst.
purple
I
is
think
the
we
worst
could
flavor.
Purple
agree with
is
that.
top 3 for me.
What?
How?
Purple's
Because
top
he
3.
has bad takes. Andrew has fucking
blues first,
famously bad takes.
followed by pink, not red, pink. Talking to you, Starbursts.
That's really the only main one. What else is pink?
Followed by purple. What else is pink?
What?
Besides
No.
Starburst.
Strawberry flavored airheads,
No.
jelly beans.
The
Ugh.
pink end of a sour gummy worm is strawberry, while the red end of a sour gummy worm is cherry. So those are different.
Yeah, I don't like that. That's the thing is, you know, when you bite a blue candy, you're getting blue raspberry 95% of the time. You might
That's
get
true.
some tropical punch bullshit, which, dude, you guys don't want to get me started on punches and wild berries and how they can't commit to a certain fucking flavor, so they have to mix them all up.
Andrew's got a lot of opinions.
Okay.
I'll let you go if
Strongly
you want
about
a
punches.
platform
I mean,
to
here's
talk
the
about
thing.
it.
When you have a mystery candy, it's not because they said, "Oh, let's have a fun mystery." No, it's because at the factory they ran out of one flavor and the next flavor starts. So they take that little middle section and they fucking repackage it and sell it because it would usually go in the trash. That's where you get mystery. That's where you get fruit punch. What is fruit punch? Tastes like a specific thing, or fuck off. And that's how I feel.
Thank you for coming to our TED Talk.
When Skittles changed from lime to green apple,
Riot.
I assume
Back
you
to
were
lime.
comatose.
Riots in the street. Speaking of
Yeah.
candies changing lime to green apple for some godforsaken reason, I cried tears down my face in rivers and streams when Sweet Tarts went from lime to green apple for their
I didn't know they did that.
candy. They did.
Oh, wow.
They did. When
I
we were
didn't-
kids in our prime, it was lime. And I remember the advertisements. Everyone was so excited. Oh, they're going to change the lime to green apple on the Sweet Tarts. They did a big media push for it. I cried. Depressed in my room. Tears for days.
I felt
Yeah.
deceived.
Big Green Apple like sold that candy to them, and like they didn't take a poll where we all said, you know what, we want Green Apple.
Yep.
They just
I
decided
feel
to
like-
foist it upon us.
It's such an interesting flavor to change to. I feel like it's not as loved as these candy fucking companies think it is. Like, yeah, Skittles, lime to green apple. Guess what? It took years. They changed that in the early 2010s, like lime to green apple. And then pretty recently they changed it back to lime. And it took way too fucking long. Because I was scrolling Twitter. I was like, do other people share my opinions? Green apple sucks. Fucking hashtag Skittles sucks, green apple. I was looking it up. There were just fucking hundreds of thousands of tweets. And they were listening to none of it. In fact, there was pushback by their social media manager.
Yeah.
And they were like, imagine thinking you can change the flavor of Skittles by tweeting it. Like, they were snarky as fuck. And I was like, how are they not paying attention to this? It took like 10 years.
Yeah.
And Ike's Love and Sandwiches, a Los Angeles sandwich chain, in their bag of sandwiches, they always include a green apple sucker. I think it's like caramel and green apple.
Yeah.
It's like a little treat at the bottom of the bag
Caramel
they just
apple.
throw in. Yeah, caramel apple, but it's a green apple sucker at the end of the day. You could pass the caramel, which is a weird
But you-
flavor for a
I was
sucker.
gonna say you said caramel after I said it, but originally you said caramel. What do you call that, Mike?
I guess caramel.
Come-
I
don't
go.
think about it.
Yeah.
Say it, first thing that comes to your mind.
You bounce.
I do. I bounce
You
back and
bounce?
forth. I do. I bounce back and forth. Whatever I said at first is probably what I say
Can
more
I
often,
tell you
but
what I heard about that specific word, like way back? Is that and I have no idea if this is true or not, but I picked it up in some random acting class. When you are talking to people just in a normal conversation, it's caramel. But when you're on screen, you're being recorded, it's being presented in mass, like an advertisement or anything like that, it's supposed to be caramel.
There is that extra A in it. Caramel.
It sounds more refined. Caramel.
Oh. Like I guarantee
Caramel.
Americans are the only ones to say caramel, like it's
Yeah.
KMULL.
Caramel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some of them caramel candies.
Caramel.
If you say it, if it's like a group of like caramels, would you say I have a pocket full of caramels or a
Okay.
pocket full of
Yes.
caramels? What
No, I'd
sounds
say,
more
hey,
right?
Kids, I'd say, hey kids, come to my van. I've got a van full of caramels.
I have a pocket full of
That
caramels.
feels
I have a
natural.
pocket full of
Kids, come here. You're never going to see your parents again. I have a pocket full of caramels.
If a dude came up to you and said, hey kid, you want some caramels? You'd say, get the fuck away from me. But if
Yeah.
they said, hey kid, you want some caramels? I'd be like, well, kind of,
Maybe.
yeah.
So you heard it here first. If you pronounce the A in the middle of caramels, you are a pedophile. And kids can sniff that out.
Okay.
Pedophiles, pump the brakes. It's caramels.
All right, getting us back on track. I am going to posit an argument for you. So I think that we should label orange as the best flavor. And here's why. Because as we were saying, it's annoying.
hard sell, babe.
It's annoying when colors are different flavors. Orange is always orange. And orange
Unless
is
it's
based off a
fucking
real thing. It's
tangerine.
fruit.
Or grapefruit. Or peach.
It's almost never. Orange is always orange. For
That is a
anything,
really,
any
it is
candy.
always, you know what you're getting, which is a
You know
shitty
what you're getting?
flavor.
Or
No,
not
it's always a
shitty
good flavor.
Orange
if it's a
is top three for
popsicle,
me.
if it's a candy, if it's a Kool-Aid, orange always
Well,
serves.
orange Kool-Aid is
Never
just
reach
orange
for
juice.
orange.
So
What about orange Tang? Anybody drink Tang back in the day?
I love Tang.
Like,
Tang
like
is good.
Sunny D or like a fake orange juice kind of.
Yeah, but like
Sunny
Tang
D's
is
bad.
where it's at.
Sunny D is terrible.
Tang's where it's at.
Tang is where it's at.
I love
Remember
orange
the little
juice.
like chimpanzee that used to be on the front of the Tang canister?
Yeah, he was.
Oh,
Tang
yeah.
Pansy. Yeah, he was in all those commercials.
Yeah,
Tang over Sunny D for sure.
Yeah.
100%.
Dalton, I really didn't think you'd like Tang, but you love Tang?
I love Tang. I
Wow.
have fond memories of
Yeah.
Tang.
You heard it here first. Dalton loves Tang.
Oh my god.
You wouldn't think it, but he loves it, man. All right, that's great. So orange drinks, you guys don't like them? What puts you off orange? Is it like that amoxicillin was occasionally orange and
Okay,
when we were kids?
I don't know.
Does
I'm
it
not
remind you of
allowed
that?
to take amoxicillin because it will
Mine was pink.
kill me.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I would chug that shit. Strawberry, by the way.
That explains a lot.
Pink, second favorite flavor. Amoxicillin. Orange
It was
is a
good.
problem because it tastes bad, and I don't like it. And I don't like citrus in general. And you know what? I blame my mom for that. She used to make. I love my mom. Mom, if you ever listen to this, I love you and I love your cooking. But she used to make this lemon chicken, and I just don't think citrus and meat should go together.
False.
Ever.
False.
So that every time I taste a citrusy thing, I think I'm eating chicken, and that's wrong. It's un-American and it's wrong.
It doesn't make sense and it's wrong.
Wrong.
I love you, Mom, but it's wrong.
Yeah. The Colonel perfected chicken, and it's however many herbs and spices he had. I can't remember how many.
11,
11, that's right, of course.
1700 or something. It's like
I'm not a
really
goddamn
small.
American. Okay, I'm sorry about that, you guys. That was crass.
Yeah. That's okay.
Fried chicken.
But yeah, man.
We're gonna come for you.
I know. I'm sorry, you guys. I apologize.
No one's
Especially to
mentioned
the
yellow.
blacks.
No one's mentioned yellow.
Yellow is
A
middle
lemon
of the
can
road.
be
I
refreshing.
You
Like an
just
ice.
said you don't like citrus.
think. Yeah.
Sit down. You
Okay,
have no
I
dog in
contradicted
this
myself
fight.
within 30 seconds. Hear me
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're figuring out what you like.
out. I will make exceptions.
We are watching in real
if the
time.
thing,
Andrew grows a
if the
person.
thing that I
Yeah.
need that
He's
is citrus,
realizing.
if it's cold, I'll eat it.
What?
If it's
What?
candy, I'll skip it. But if I'm eating
What?
like a sorbet, you get like a lemon
Oh,
sorbet
like
on
a lemon
hot day,
sorbet.
dude. It's
All right.
so
Lemonade.
I'll give you
refreshing.
that. I'll give you that. What
You
about
give me that.
what about lemon heads?
You know what? They're fine. They always tore up my roof of my mouth. And now
Lemon
they
heads
taste
are
like chicken.
good. I think they're good. Yeah, they would be at the
I'd
bottom of
rather
a lot
eat
of our
lemon than
Halloween
orange.
candy buckets.
You got
Huh?
lemon heads in your candy bucket? I don't think I ever.
You
Yeah.
get lemon heads
in a
like out
candy
of the
bucket.
box.
I feel like lemon heads
Yeah.
are never something that you actively seek out. They're just always there. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Like it's just a candy
They
that
don't
shows
sell them in
up.
stores.
Like, people would be grabbing handfuls of candy that they got, and lemon heads would be in the variety packs, like the cheaper variety packs of candies that were all like hard, like along with sixlets and nerds and runts and shit
What
like
is
that.
a sixlet?
A sixlet is people know what I'm talking about.
Yes.
It's a shitty little plastic tube, and there's little balls in it, and
the
it's like
balls.
M&Ms, but it's not. Yes, and they'd be like red and brown and different color, and they were trying to be M&Ms, but they didn't taste right. They
They're
were
not-
candy
are they
coated
chocolate?
chocolates. They were
are chocolate.
chocolate.
What?
Yeah, it was
I've
candy
never
coated
heard of this.
chocolate.
Chocolate adjacent.
They were terrible. Yeah,
Terrible.
they taste wrong, and I don't know why they continue to exist. I think those mixed bag of Halloween-sized candies are the only thing that are keeping sixlets afloat. I truly believe that. They somehow got in there and they stayed.
They're probably the
Wow.
byproduct of a bigger, better candy, and they're just trying to repackage it.
Dude,
and
it's the fruit punch of chocolate candies. They just, it's
just there.
And when the M&Ms have crumbled at the bottom, they just sift them through and call them sixlets, man.
And they make something worse.
Yeah, they make something terrible out of it.
Hey, you know what? Let's take these crushed M&Ms and make a bad M&M. Now, I
Favorite
think you're
M&M?
wrong. Favorite M&M is peanut butter.
Peanut butter, wow.
Yeah,
I agree
peanut
with
butter.
Michael. Favorite M&M is
Yes.
peanut butter. That is the
Favorite
superior
M&M.
M&M.
I like a peanut M&M. I hear that they make peanut minis now, which
How?
I'm intrigued by.
How could they?
How
But the
do
one
they
I like
find-
best is the crispy. Crispy.
Crispies
M&Ms.
are
You ever
really
had
good.
those?
Isn't that just
Crispies
a
are
Kit Kat
very
that's
good.
shaped like a M&M?
Is it what?
Isn't that just a Kit Kat that's shaped like an M&M?
It pretty much is like a Kit Kat, yeah.
Can I just
It
take
is.
like a smaller bite of my Kit Kat and it's the same thing?
You can roll them up into a ball and candy coat them with sixlet shells, and that would basically be
It would
Damn.
be a terrible version of what we're
No.
talking about.
No.
Yeah.
I do have a follow-up question that does pertain to M&Ms that is more in line with what we're talking about. Basic OG M&Ms, favorite color. And yes, they do taste different. You will not convince me otherwise.
green.
You're
Son of a
absolutely
bitch.
fucking
No,
crazy.
it's blue. It's always
You're-
fucking blue.
Yeah.
Here's
I-
why it's green. They make you horny. That was the rumor back in like the 90s.
What?
Remember that? The green
You're wrong.
M&Ms make you horny. Look it up. It's not
It's
a
just
real
because
thing, but it was
in the
it
commercials
was like
it's
a
not an
wives'
Egypt-
tale.
I feel like they did. It wasn't a girl in the early '90s I feel like that's
It
not
wasn't
I don't
until
know,
this
it was
wives'
ju-
tale. And they're like, she's the horny one. Because,
right. Green M&Ms
So
make you
I would
horny.
eat them as a teenager. You know what I mean? Like
don't-
at
I
a
don't think
basketball
this is-
game, I'm gonna eat a bunch of green M&Ms and go make out. It was like Viagra. You know what I mean?
Nope, I don't think
I
this
don't.
is-
I've never
So
heard
I
this
still
in my
prefer
life. I hope
You've
this is an
never?
internet
I
rumor.
cannot.
No, I think this was like one guy
You
at
think I
your
made it
school.
Is this like a Rollo?
I think this was one guy at your
Wow.
school that was like, I wonder who's super fucking horny around here. And then Andrew was like
Toby. He
eating
eats so
green
many
M&Ms,
Yeah.
and he just proved his experiment.
It's the kid in biology class who's got a raging Hardy in the back of the
Oh,
class, but he's
right here.
always eating M&Ms.
Right here. Oh yeah. Didn't need the
That's how that
M&Ms.
started for sure.
Jesus.
Green is the
Okay.
sexy
Yeah.
color.
I don't have a favorite color at all because they all taste the same and you're silly.
Lies.
But I had a very unique way of eating them. I would put it in my mouth and then I'd bite along the edges, because it's kind of flat-ish, right? I would eat, I'd bite around the edges to give it like a little circle, and then I'd like pull it apart in my mouth. So it's like two little halves. And then that's how I
Okay.
eat it.
Does it take you 15 minutes to eat one M&M?
How many
No,
mental
it's actually-
illnesses do you currently have?
I know I have a
Several.
problem.
I could list some.
That's the next intro topic.
The next
Yeah.
intro.
We're gonna need 45 minutes for that. I don't know, man. I actually was disappointed whenever I got to the brown M&Ms. That's how I felt about M&Ms because it was the least fun color.
It's
But
the
I was
worst
also just
flavor.
kind of disappointed when the thing that I got to eat was an M&M. Like there are so many better candies out there.
Yeah.
Fucking
I like
Reese's
an M&M.
Pieces.
I've never bought M&Ms. I've
Yeah.
never just bought a
Of course, 'cause
regular
nobody
size
cares.
pack
Yeah,
of
because I feel
M&Ms.
like
No.
that
Have-
also is just a candy that just shows up.
Have
Yeah.
It is.
Have you ever gone out of your way to buy a plain Hershey's bar for something other than s'mores?
Never.
No.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't think those are worth money. They should
I-
pay you to take them off the shelves.
I really feel like those were invented just for like the Great Depression. So like because it was like, oh, we're not having rat stew tonight. We're having a Hershey's bar, and people got excited. And then we
Which is
invented
just
peanut
rat
butter.
stew in the form of a bar, as we now know.
People were eating their belts, and they're like, a bar of chocolate, something that doesn't give me diarrhea.
No, but for real, weren't M&Ms actually created for the war because they wouldn't
I-
like melt as easy, so they could
I
shove
don't know,
them
man.
I think
as a
that is a
sweet
thing.
treat? I think that's a
Because the
thing.
candy coating doesn't melt.
I think
Yeah,
all
I
of
was like-
They were
these
created
M&M
for
rumors are
women
not
with
true.
menopause having hot flashes.
I believe that. The way you said it was so confident.
It was. I don't know why they were invented. They were invented, and they shouldn't have been.
Okay, I know this is going on too long. How do you? But question, legit question.
Half
No.
of this is going to have to be
about
cut.
those Tootsie Pops.
Alyssa, I'll cut this episode. A lot of this we needed to warm up because there was stretches where it was awkward.
Yeah, this is
and
already
now we're
as
getting,
long as the episode will be.
Yep.
yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
All right, never mind.
No, I want to know your question.
Well, okay, Tootsie Pops. How do
Yes.
you feel about the brown ones? Because they're chocolate flavored lollipops, which is wrong.
Yeah.
With chocolate
Ew.
flavored taffy.
The worst.
I have never
Any,
had a Tootsie Pop.
Ever of
Or
any
a Tootsie
kind?
Roll. Or
You've never had a Tootsie
Yeah.
Roll?
No, the concept of everything about that brand of candy. No, don't like it. I don't like it.
It's chocolate taffy and it's horribly and it's delicious.
No thing. Nope. Hard pass.
It's really bad.
You've
It's
never had a
terrible.
Tootsie Roll?
Never had a
Pop?
Tootsie Roll. Never had a Tootsie Pop. Never had a Tootsie. Nothing.
I will say I didn't hate the ones that were like Tootsie Pops with gum in the middle because they eventually came out with those, and I was like,
Oh, the
okay,
Blow
this is
Pops.
fine. No, they were literally Tootsie Pops with gum in the middle.
Is
Like,
Tootsie
thank
Oh, okay.
Pops or Tootsie Rolls just not gum already? Is that not like I don't know
No.
what the consistency is. I don't know what this.
It's like
It's-
it's like a really hard stale taffy that doesn't taste good. It tastes vaguely like chocolate, but there's no chocolate in it.
It's like if somebody rolled up silly putty and let it dry, and then like put cocoa powder on top, and that's what you're eating, and it's fucking
So good.
terrible,
Don't
man.
like that.
That's another fucking grandpa candy.
I like it.
Don't like that at all. Well,
You
maybe-
like all terrible fucking bad candies.
I know,
Andrew.
dude.
Andrew likes.
thing.
Andrew doesn't like flavors. He likes textures, and the texture is
That
taffy.
is actually so accurate.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
Ah,
Wow.
That's what's wrong with you.
among
There's a lot more than
many
just that.
things.
Yeah.
There's a lot more than just that. Oh. God.
All
I wonder if they
right.
have chocolate taffy in space. Hey, speaking of space.
Speaking of space.
Whoa!
God.
Oh, fuck! Oh! Yes, guy! Yes, dude! That was good.
That was good.
All right, here we go.
So, the last that we left off, the three of you had come onto the satellite of Space House that orbits Spaceopolis. You were all finding one another after, being separated through what seems like a lifetime as you went through that portal with Jeff into this new space world. You're getting ready to go on this show. And of course, you have found trouble with some of the locals. And we ended off with you all rolling for initiative. So if I could get
that's right.
everyone to roll for me, that would be swell.
Hell yeah.
Yep.
We're about to fight. You ready, babe?
Dude.
Yeah.
Roll for me.
All right, I got a 19, and
You fucking suck.
I rolled Mike a 1.
All right, it's just for the audience.
Wow.
I have a dog in my lap. It's not my dog. It's a dog I'm sitting for Rover. He's a pest. He's a nuisance. He won't let us record, so he's got to sit in my lap the entire time like Dr. Evil. Alyssa's going to roll for me this entire fucking thing, but she's got bad fucking luck because her family hit a fucking Romania lady 1,800 years ago.
Only for your
And
roll. I got
now
a 19.
she's fucking cursed. She's fucking breaks everything, and she's stumbly and fumbly.
She got her
and she
own
fucks
roll.
up all the rolls. Huh?
Someone's just a little
I was gonna
upset
say,
at
her
getting a
roll
1.
was great.
Yeah.
I'm just
I got
imagining the family of Rover watching this show and hearing Mike say that their dog is a nuisance and terrible.
pest.
and a
Listen,
pest.
it's actually not a nuisance.
so
This dog
cute.
is so lovely,
Look at him,
and
Wicked.
he
Oh,
loves
look at
me.
him.
But I know,
He's pretty adorable.
I love
If
him.
you're listening
and
to this is why you should watch us on YouTube. There's a dog on Mike's lap.
there is a live fucking dog on my lap, and
live
it's
one.
a
adorable.
real dog.
Alive.
As
I love
opposed to
you.
last one.
I love you.
Yeah.
That's right. I let dogs, white people, kiss me on the mouth. I'm fucking gross.
Oh, dude.
But I love it.
Yep.
I love
Oh.
it. It's good. They put the goodness in you, and in whatever they got, I want it. All right, let's roll. Babe, roll one more time. That was fucked up what you did to
Nope, we're
No.
taking the
me.
one.
Okay,
Andrew,
let's
what'd you
roll with
have?
it. Dalton, please take it away. Please take it away.
Andrew.
I got an 18.
Damn. All right, roll again.
Me?
Yeah, because your opposition also got an 18.
Oh, dang.
A 5.
I got an 8.
Fuck.
There are 3 of them here, so they're all going to go together at the same time just to make things easy. And for, continuity issues, and, for the people at home, if I said there were 6 of them last episode, just pretend that I said 3, because there's 3 of them. Mike, you got a 1.
Merged.
All right. Alissa, you are up first. One of the last kind of moments that happened is that really bitchy girl made of white marble
Yes.
kind of shoulder checked you a little bit and has what brought us into this conflict. So you're up.
Okay. So immediately, because she did that to me, I look back at her and I decide to cast Thorn Whip. Now, up until this point, I've been here for a few weeks, and I have noticed that I can kind of control the energy of plants around me.
Okay.
And so I think that's what I do. I see kind of a nearby plant. I kind of reach for its root and Thorn Whip right at her ankles.
Okay. I like
In
it.
attempts to kind of make her trip.
I'm going to go ahead and set the scene a little bit. As Andrew and Mike, you both kind of watch in amazement that Alissa, this green goddess, this plant-like being that is now in front of you, even though that you are in a, titanium and metal structure floating through space with no earth or soil or ground for a plant to grow into or to occur from, you watch as she kind of reaches down towards the floor and this thorny whip bursts out of the steel beams and plating of the ground and kind of wraps around her wrist, and she makes this kind of fluid swoosh with her arm as it launches itself toward the girl made of marble and wraps around her waist.
And Dalton, can you Can you explain how Thorn Whip works? Like, do I need to roll for it? Or is it a save on her part? Because I think it's a save,
Yes, so
right?
it is going to be, an action from you as you make a melee range attack against the target. They're going to take 1d6 piercing damage, and if they are larger or smaller than you, you're going to pull them towards you. So go ahead and roll for me against her armor class.
God, I was about to say, I'm like, is this the one that pulls you closer?
Also, this is the most like D&D speak I think we've ever put into an episode, so that's crazy.
Oh yeah, this really proves that we kind of know what we're talking about.
Ooh, just a 10.
This is for all you fucking nerds at home listening to us that say we need to do more of this in our show.
We know the rules. We choose not to do them.
Goddamn nerds. This show isn't for nerds. It's for cool people that get pussy and fucking read comic book.
Just kidding. We love you. We do.
Epic.
So I rolled a 10, so I don't know if that's enough.
Cool. So you do have enough to do. Go roll for damage for me.
Hell yeah. You said 1d6?
Yeah, 1d6.
Give it. 5. Yay!
Cool. So you do make contact as it wraps around her waist, and you watch as some of the thorns kind of start to pierce as the porcelain of her marble skin does start to crack a little bit. You're unsuccessful in pulling her towards you, though, but she has a reaction of grabbing on to your whip that you still have in your hand and gives you this kind of like bitchy smirk and then pulls you towards her. So give me a contested roll on that strength check.
Wait, I thought it came from the ground. I'm not touching it.
No, I said it wrapped around your wrist and then you made this like whooshy action. And it's
semantics. Ooh, would you say Constitution?
Yeah, no, contested strength check.
Oh, strength.
So just,
okay.
Yeah, so just roll strength and add your modifier.
17.
Cool. She got a 19, so she does in fact pull you towards her. And as she pulls you towards her, she brings an elbow down hard onto the back of your head, making an unarmed attack. That's going to be a 19 again for the hit.
Rude.
Wow. And she's made of marble?
Yeah, she's made of marble.
That's assault with a deadly weapon, brother. You can't assault with a deadly weapon, my friend. When it's my turn, I'm going to have a thing to do.
I, too, am going to have stuff to do when it's my turn. I'm not going to say a lot of dialogue right now, but imagine me kind of like bouncing back and forth like a video game character in a fighting
Just like
game.
That's
what I'm doing.
Waiting mode.
I am ready to fight. I'm ready to defend your honor, babe.
Thank you, guys. I'm really sorry. I feel like I initiated this and I'm immediately losing, so...
You 100%
You did, but you deserve
this.
to initiate a fight or two.
I feel like I deserved it, though.
You do.
You've had a hard day and you deserve to punch someone and not
do.
get hit
Or
in the
get
head
punched.
with an elbow.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
I think there should be no fucking repercussions for your actions, if I'm to be honest.
Yeah. I feel like I should be allowed to attack somebody and they not get a reaction. That feels...
100%.
They started it. They pushed Andrew first, and that was assault.
That's true.
Probably.
I remember from last episode.
It's very true.
I
They
haven't
did. They
listened
pushed
to
him
it
down.
yet.
They called him a Macy. That's going to come
Well,
back up. There's a lot of tension.
Yeah.
There's a lot of
You
lot
called
of
me a Macy.
charged
Don't
heat.
hit my friend with your elbow in the head.
Alissa, 19 is enough to hit, right?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. I wanted to make sure I was waiting
How
for
dare you
confirmation.
even ask?
It feels
Yeah, so
insulting. Is my perfect roll good enough?
It wasn't
Does a
perfect. It
nat
was a
20
19, okay? You take 3 points of bludgeoning damage as her elbow comes down hard on the back of your head. And Mike and Andrew, you watch as she makes a dent into the floor as she
I think you're saying Alyssa's
lands.
head.
No. Or like Alyssa's body as she slams into the floor. Andrew, it's now your turn.
I look at this and I say, first of all, what kind of room are we in right now?
Yeah, so
again?
you're like in this giant like arena almost. Think about like the floor of the SEMO, the Show Me Center. I have once like the court's not there, the chairs have all been cleared. It's just like this open space. But everyone has now like gathered around you and is watching this fight.
Okay. I say, Coach, referee, someone, disqualified, disqualified. And I point at the marble girl and I say, she's disqualified. We haven't started the game yet, and she's hit a contestant to try to sabotage our team.
Cool.
Indeed.
I'm not okay with this.
I concur. And she is disqualified if you look at the bylaws.
Yeah.
Clearly,
The bylaws.
in the bylaws,
Both of you give
She's
me
not
a
allowed.
check.
And if 3 people point at
allowed.
her and say disqualified, disqualified.
Give me.
I mean, I look around to the crowd that's gathered. Are you all going to stand for this?
the crowd.
no, we're not.
Thanks, buddy. I
I'm just
also
trying
say
to get
no.
him going.
I asked the group, but I get an opinion. I say no to the question I asked.
So, Andrew,
Alyssa, what do you say?
as you
We're
look
all on
around
your side.
and you ask the crowd, is anybody going to do anything? Is anybody going to stop this? You notice they're all recording this. This is all going directly onto their streams
Ooh, shit.
as live feed. And when you look around at the guards who aren't really paying attention to this fight, you look around at the game's kind of moderators that are watching all this go down. It almost looks like they're all taking notes and they are observing what is happening in this interaction.
This isn't even unfair. They shouldn't get points for stuff that we're doing. They
This
shouldn't
is
get to
ridiculous.
record it.
Yeah, this is a goddamn conspiracy. I
It
mean, the
is.
referees are in on it. The guards
It's a
are in on it.
conspiracy of the highest order, and if you think you can record us, I pull out Andrew's nipple, and it is a mini spy cam. I twist it,
Oh.
and the lens gets bigger,
Oh.
and I'm like, we are recording you right back! All
How did
right?
you know my tit was a camera? That's awesome.
Like I said, I've played with a few of you guys. Not like that, babe. But like I played around with the settings of a few of your type, which
My
we
type?
should, by the way, not persecute. I say Macy's, they're okaysies. So let's.
And I don't identify as a Macy, and I know it's my turn, and time is a ticking. But I just want to voice my concern. I think the referees are disqualified. I think the guards are disqualified. You're all disqualified because you should not stand for this.
Yep.
And I turn around and I punch the nearest person. I don't care if they're involved in the fight. I don't care if they're a moderator. Dalton, you decide who's the nearest person to me. I turn and punch.
And now, a word from our sponsors.
Breathing gives life. Breathing is life. For millennia, we've taken each breath for granted. Oxygen is free, after all. It's all around us. We all breathe the same air and share it, even across the galaxies. But if you think about it, a certain percentage of it is farts, and that's gross. Introducing Oxygen 2.0. Clean, pure, never been breathed or farted. Within each can of Oxygen 2.0 is a self-sustaining atmosphere with a microscopic biome, larger in relative size than even Earth's Amazon rainforest. That's fresh air, directly from the source. You'll learn to ignore the screams. Oxygen 2.0. It's addictive. Give it to your kids.
Now, back to our regularly scheduled programming.
I don't care if they're involved in the fight. I don't care if they're a moderator. Dalton, you decide who's the nearest person to me. I turn punch. Dude, I
Okay.
punch hard. And it's not hard because I'm
He
mean.
can punch hard. He's strong.
Nope.
Andrew, roll a d4 for me.
Okay. A D4? Oh, a 1.
You rolled a 1?
I rolled a 1.
You rear back with your new mechanical arm and you throw a haymaker at the nearest person towards you. Give me a roll to hit.
It's a 3. It's a 3.
It's a 3. Normally, this would not make contact because it's a 3. but because they are so enthralled with what's happening, what's going on, they're not seeing this punch coming, and you land a solid hit right across the jawbone, up into the nose, and across the forehead of Mike, standing very, very close to you, trying to also get the crowd riled up. And Mike, you go down. You see stars. Your gelatinous
Mike, let me get this hit on you.
Wait, hold on. Dalton, can I
Okay.
contest? Because I don't have a jawbone. I feel like I would absorb the punch. Can we talk about... For a reminder, my body is gelatin. No bones about me. Okay? And no bones about it. And therefore, I say contested.
Your gelatinous form kind of caves in around the fist, and the momentum stops. Your head reverberates, going back and forth and back and forth, and you go down hard onto the ground. Andrew, your fist is still stuck in Mike's face, and you go down with him as all of his weight and momentum heads down towards the ground.
You're gooey. You're so gooey, buddy.
I know.
Why
I'm
are you so
sorry about my
gooey?
goo.
You're
It
so
doesn't
gooey.
feel good. If you're not used to it, the consistency it's off-putting, and I apologize.
Can I have my fist back from your face? Hold on.
Yeah.
Just. Thanks. And you're all disqualified.
And you're all disqualified. Also.
Mike, it is your turn.
Got it. All right. Here's what I do. I am going to. I said last episode that what I did was I turned myself into like a wall, like a 2-story wall. Let's say Andrew's fist really fucked up and his fist went up 2 stories, like an Inspector Gadget spring or something.
Yes. Yep.
And so
Right
so
up
I'm
into-
still in that form, so as to not have continuity errors. I'm a 2-foot wall of goo.
Uh-huh.
And what I'd like to do is I want to bend myself over everybody who's angry at us. There's the Marble Girl and who else?
The Marble Girl, and then the kind of like buff jock dude with this like Rocket Man jetpack, and this like humanoid frog character with these like billowing bulbous lungs.
Okay. So we got a guy with like a big fucking throat. You should really get that checked, by the way, bud. That looks pretty fucked. Anyway, gonna hurt ya. I bend over everybody, and like, like the cards in Alice in Wonderland, the card knights. I
Yes,
bend
they
over
are.
everybody like that.
Okay.
Complete darkness. Complete darkness as my 2-foot or 2-story frame folds over them, arcing over them, and then I compress myself, vacuum sealing them onto the earth.
Okay, I like it. You begin to compress yourself down, and you start to hear muffled screams as the oxygen is slowly being sucked out of this tiny, tiny space.
Yeah.
But then you start to hear the muffled cries of someone that sounds very, very familiar. Your wife,
Oh, no.
Alissa.
Oh, no.
Had been elbowed in the back of the head and was at the feet of the Marble Girl on the ground when you went to cover
shit.
both of them. And you suddenly
Babe?
realize that you are now suffocating your wife.
Babe? Oh no, that's Alyssa's gasp. No, I know. Alissa suffocates like that. Babe, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. This has happened a couple of times in bed. You're asleep, you roll over, and... Oh God! All right. I start picking up folds of goo. I pick up my goo and I start sifting around with one hand underneath my own goo, and I try to find Alissa. I search for a leafy form. I'm feeling around.
Give
Do I
me
find
an investigation check.
Okay, hold on. 5.
Cool. You go and you start reaching around and you grab firmly a hold of an ankle and you pull that ankle out from underneath your folds, and as
It's
you
an ankle
do,
you know well.
you pull out this bullfrog-looking humanoid being hanging here upside down with his billowing throat going.
You thought that was
No, I'm sorry, Alissa.
And he launches his tongue right into your eyes and kind of wraps around your head and your face and begins to squeeze.
No. No, I don't like it. I don't like it. It's goo, but I feel constricted. Okay. I don't like it. Somebody help. Alissa?
Alissa, it is your turn.
Wait, it's all the way back to me?
Yeah, it's all the way back to you.
They're vacuum sealed for freshness.
For freshness.
They've been
I just thought they'd like
Tupperware,
they'd
brother.
get I thought they'd get to contest or something. Okay.
Vacuum sealed them too good.
I mean, I'm essentially grappled, right? So I'd have to try to.
You
roll.
are. You'd have to break the grapple.
All right. What is it, like contested strength?
Contested strength again, yeah.
All right, go
It
Mike.
doesn't matter what you roll. I got a 1. You're gonna
it's
break
against
out
Mike,
no matter
right?
what.
And he rolled
What if
for
she
my
rolls a
strength
1?
contest.
Because I only rolled a 3.
Yeah, well, yeah, mine's a critical failure, so you're gonna beat it no matter what. That's what I'm
Oh,
trying
okay,
to say.
okay. Sorry. I thought Mike was gonna roll. Well,
No,
good.
I rolled against her because she has you on the ground because. Oh no, you're right. Nope. I was thinking something entirely different.
No, I like yours because then I win. So.
I rolled a 19.
I mean, you're
She
gonna win.
definitely doesn't
You're
beat that.
you're gonna win regardless.
So I have successfully grappled out of her, but I am still stuck under Mike.
Correct.
Damn. Okay.
I'm so sorry, babe.
I
I
like-
really didn't mean to
I
go
start, like-
over you. I'm
I start
sorry.
pushing at him and shoving him, making like a bunch of noise. Just
Yeah.
Gee, I think you vacuum sealed your wife, brother.
All right, okay.
Cool.
It's not my turn, but I will do what I can next time.
It's going to go to the girl made of marble and her himbo boyfriend, which you guys don't know it's her boyfriend yet. But Mike, give me a
Spoilies.
contested
Ooh,
strength,
I
please.
ship them.
I ship them hard. If anybody has a set of genitals, they should be with somebody else, and I think about it. You know what I mean? I think. All right, you know what I mean. I contested strength test. 12.
Cool. You start to notice your pink opaque insides getting very, very hot, very, very warm, and then you see this small spot on your belly start to glow, and it gets brighter and brighter and brighter until finally you start to split as one side of you becomes 2, and this small hole gets bigger and bigger and bigger as you watch as Jetpack Bro is flying forward with parts of your body in his hand, separating it from his girlfriend, who is standing there holding another piece of your body in order to make a pathway for them to get out.
How does that work?
Wait, should I scream?
Yeah, you should scream.
Oh no! Oh god, you guys, my belly. It's my favorite part of my goo. This area of goo.
I wanted to note that you do not feel pain, and there is no damage
Okay.
that you are taking from this. But
Sure.
just
I
the
don't
thought
scream.
of I was just gonna say just the thought of it and the sight of it is pure terror. It's
Right.
pure terror.
That was
Wait.
of terror.
I want to know logistically. So how can Mike get damaged? Not that I would do it, but I just want to know
That's
the
an-
science.
We'll have to
No.
discover that as we go along.
We will.
Yeah.
We will. Maybe you freeze
I would
it.
imagine, like, you have to take pieces of his goo. You know what I mean?
Well, that's what she just did. She separated him into 2.
I'll
Is he
find-
now
Dude, are you
2?
going to have clones?
Yeah, is he 2
if you
Mikes?
separate-
No, he's still the same Mike, but just like think about a piece of blubber that you just like pull apart, but it's still connected at the top. It's like a wishbone
Oh,
kind
it's
of
still
thing.
okay. So it's still connected.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Oh, he's just stretched.
Gotcha.
He just
Okay.
stretched. He just stretched out. He's just stretched
Stretchy
out.
guy.
He's a stretchy guy. And that's going to be Mike's turn.
Jeez.
All right. I summon my goo back to my body. and I pull it back, and I reform. Now what I want to do, I take my arm, and I want to turn it into a big, like Morning Star on a chain, like in Battletoads.
Okay.
And in this moment, the Battletoads music, you know that scene with all of the walls that come up?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. That level with all the walls, the dodging the walls, that music is playing underneath. I'm swinging my Morning Star arm, and I want to bash it into the jetpack guy's face.
Into the jetpack guy's face, specifically
Yes.
his face.
Yes.
Give me a roll to hit.
All right. 17.
Damn. Okay, cool. So you spin your Morning Star arm until it is a whirl of pink, and you bring it down hard right on top of Jetpack Guy before he even has a chance to maneuver out of the way, and you slam him down into the hard floor of the space station.
That's what you get for hurting my goo, guy. Never hurt the goo.
Never goo me, bro.
Never. You better. I'll come up with better lines later. But don't touch the goo is the point. And, yeah.
Cool.
Got him.
Got
him.
Andrew, it is your turn.
Okay, I'm seeing all this chaos. My friends are hurt. People should be disqualified, in my opinion. I'm pissed. But I realize I kind of don't have anything on me. So I would like to, inside my head, I would like to contact the computer known as Us. And I would like to talk to Us and say, Us, I'm going to need you to hack into the PA system because I know this arena probably has a PA system. And I glance up. Are there speakers on the ceiling?
There are speakers on the ceiling. There are speakers. There are cameras.
Okay.
There are...
I would like Us to hack into the PA system, and I would like it to deliver a message over the sound system. That's what I'm attempting to do. I don't know what skill that would be.
Okay. Cool. So what are you saying to Us?
Okay. If this works, I would like to say,
Contestants, this is your Master of Ceremonies. Please remember, if you fight before the actual competition, you will be disqualified. Everyone separate by your teams and stand at least 10 feet apart immediately or face disqualification.
Give me a roll for performance.
18 plus 4, 22.
You motherfucker. If anyone's paying attention to Andrew or to watching, you see his eyes kind of glass over a little bit as it just becomes binary code. You see a bunch of zeros and ones kind of going across where his irises should be, almost as if he's kind of a little possessed here. And he has made contact with Us, this AI sentient voice inside of his new machine body. And Us has been able to successfully hack into the PA system here on Spaceopolis, and it has just delivered this message that Andrew has sent to the PA system via Us. And you watch as everyone immediately stops recording this fight that is happening. They start to distance themselves and cluster into groups of 6, including the 3 that you are currently in this fight with. The girl made of marble, Jetpack Bro, and this fighting toad that had Mike grappled around the head. He immediately lets go of his tongue, puts it back into his mouth. Both the marble girl and the Jetpack Bro and the toad scatter away and join 3 other contestants on the other side. And the 3 of you are just left standing laying down there in the middle of the arena with just the three of you surrounded by other groups of 6.
Okay, I whispered, guys. Did you hear that? Guess what?
What?
That was me, bro. That was me, bro.
I thought that was Adair.
The BB, the boop with the bops and the binary, the ones and the zeros, dude. And I saw the speaker and I was like, beep boop in my head. And then, dude, I just like thought things, and as I thought them, I heard them coming out of the speakers, bro. I just hacked into that shit.
Ooh,
And I realize I'm saying this.
games.
I realize I'm saying this over the PA system. Because my connection is if we want to play it like that, that's definitely funnier.
Andrew.
You should. I think.
Let them decide.
It 100% is still over the PA system.
Okay, cool.
Do you not?
Andrew!
What? No one has any idea that me, the Macy of the group, is the one hacking into the PA system. Me, right here. They have no... I can wave at them. Hi, everybody.
I grab
Hi.
Andrew's mouth.
They have no
I grab
idea
Andrew's
it's me.
You grab Andrew's mouth. You immediately shut him up. And you watch as 4 Aeon guards start to walk towards you with a very familiar, crazy-haired scientist in the middle as Dr. Bad approaches all 3 of you. Well, if it isn't my new 3 favorite contestants, I think you should follow me. And Dr. Bad turns and walks away, beckoning you to follow him.
This is all Andrew's fault.
Self-moving on my side, I don't
Screenshot.
know.
Oh, well, you're not moving on our side.
frozen.
So, and that's the side that matters. Because it's the boys' side.
It's true. Boys.
Boys, we have penises and we rule the world.
For now.
You're just a dumb girl.
Yeah.
We're kidding. We love you. You know that.
No, you're pretty good.
You're one.
You,
Okay, it is recording.
One
You add
cool
value to
chick.
the team.
That's okay to say,
And
right?
Dalton doesn't say that lightly. He doesn't even like what you got.
Wow.
He doesn't want any part of it. You're
Oh,
not
wow.
interested.
Okay.
All right?
Calm down.
Doesn't like it.
Oh God.
Likes what I got.